This is President Xi giving his speech.
我现在宣布，
Now I declare
20国
that
集
the
团领导人
G20
杭
Hangzhou
州峰
Summit
会开幕。
now begins.
很高兴同大
Well,
家
it
相
gives
聚
me
杭
great
州。
pleasure to meet you here in
首先，
Hangzhou, and
我仅对各位
first
同
of
事
all,
的
I
到来
wish to
表
extend
示
a
热
very
烈欢
warm
迎。
welcome to all of you.
去年
The G20 summit
20国集
in
团集团领导人
Antalya
安塔利亚峰
last
会
year
开得很成
was a
功，
big success,
我也愿
and
借
I
此
wish
机会
to take this
再次
opportunity
感
to
谢
thank
去年主席
Turkey
国土耳
once
其
again
的出色工
for
作
its outstanding
和取
job
得的
and the
积极
positive
成果。
outcomes achieved during its presidency.
土方以共
Under
同
the
行
theme
动
Collective
以
Action
实现
for
包容和稳
Inclusive
健增
and
长作为
Robust
峰会主
Growth,
题。从包
Turkey
容落
brought
实
about
投资
progress in
三方面
inclusiveness,
推动
implementation,
产生
and
成果。
investment.
中方
China
一直积极
highly
评价
commends
土方在
Turkey's
担任主
efforts
席国期间
on various
开展的
fronts
各项工作。
during its G20 presidency.
未来2天，
In the next 2
我们
days,
将围绕杭
under
州
the
峰
theme
会
of
主题，
this summit,
就加强
we
宏观
will
政策
have
协调，
discussions on strengthening
创新增长
policy
方式，
coordination, breaking a new path for
更高
growth,
效的
more
全球经
effective
济
and
金融
efficient
治理，
global economic and financial
强
governance,
劲的
robust
国际贸易
international
和投
trade
资，
and investment,
包容和联
inclusive
动式发
and
展，
interconnected development,
影响
as well
世
as
界经济
other
的其
issues
他突出问
affecting
题
the world
等议题
economy.
开展讨论。8年前，
8 years ago,
在国际金融危
at
机
the
最
height
紧要
of the
关头，
international financial crisis,
20国集
the
团
G20
临危受命，
acted in a
秉
spirit
持同
of
舟共济的伙
unity
伴精神，
and partnership,
把正在滑
pulled
向
the
悬崖
world
的
economy
世
back
界经
from
济
the
拉
precipice
回到稳定
and pushed it
和复
onto
苏
the
的轨
track
道。
of stability and recovery.
8年后的今天，
Today, 8 years on,
世界
the
经济
global economy
又走向一
has
个关
again
键
reached a
关口。
critical juncture.
上一轮科技
The
进步
growth
带来的增
momentum
长动能
generated by the last round of
逐渐减
scientific
退。
and technological progress is
新一轮
diminishing,
科技和产业
while
革
the
命
new round of scientific
尚
and
未形成
industrial
势头。
revolution has just started.
主要经济体
Population
先后
aging
进入
is happening in all major economies,
人口增长率
and
下
the
降，
decline in population
给各国
growth
经济社会
puts economic and
带来
social
压力。
pressure on countries.
经济全球化
Economic
出现
globalization
波折
is suffering
保护
setbacks.
主义
Protectionism
内部
and
倾向
inward-looking trends are on the
多
rise,
边贸易体制
and the
受到
multilateral
冲击
trading regime is under pressure.
金融监管改革虽有
Despite
明显
notable
进展，
progress made in financial regulatory
但高杠杆、
reform,
高
the
泡沫
risks of
等风
excessive
险
leverage and
仍
bubbles
在积极。
continue to build up.
在这些因素
Under the
综合
impact
作用
of
下
all these factors,
世界经
the
济
global economy,
虽然总体保
while
持复苏
still
态
on the
势，
road to recovery,
但面临增长
faces
动力不
multiple
足
risks and challenges
需求不振
such as weak growth momentum,
市场反复
sluggish
动荡
demand, volatility in
国际贸易
financial
和投资
market,
持
and
续
slow
低迷
growth in international
等多
trade
重风
and
险和
investment.
挑战。20国集
The
团
G20
聚集了世界
consists
主要经
of
济
the
体，
world's major economies.
国际社会
The
对我
international
们充
community
满
has
期待
great expectations for the G20
对这次峰会
and
寄予
places
厚望
high hopes on this Hangzhou summit.
希望杭州
I
峰
hope
会
the Hangzhou summit
能够为
will
世界
provide
经
a
济
solution
开出
that
一剂
addresses
标
both
本
the
兼治、
symptoms and
综
root
合施
causes
策的药
of
方，
the global economic problems
让世界经
and
济
achieve
走上强
strong,
劲、可
sustainable,
持续、平衡、
balanced,
包容
and
增长。
inclusive global growth.
第一，
First,
面对当
in
前
the face
挑
of
战，
these challenges, we should
我们应该加强
strengthen
宏观经济政策
macroeconomic
协
policy
调，
coordination
合力
and
促进
jointly
全
promote
球经济
global
增长，
growth
维护
and
金融
uphold
稳定。
international financial stability.
20国
The
集团
G20
成员
members
应该结合
should
本国
pursue
实际，
more comprehensive
采取更加
macroeconomic
全面的
policies
宏观
in
经济政
keeping
策，
with their own national realities
统筹兼
and
顾
coordinate
财
their
政、
fiscal,
货币、
monetary,
结构性
and
改革
structural
政策，
reform policies
努力扩
in
大
order
全
to
球
expand
需求，
aggregate global demand,
全面改善
improve
供给
the
质量，
quality of supply,
巩固经济
and
增
bolster
长
the
基础。
foundation of growth. We should continue to strengthen policy coordination and reduce negative spillovers. Second, in the face of these challenges, we should break a new path for growth and generate new growth momentum. The G20 should change its policy approach and place equal importance on both short-term and mid- to long-term policies and both demand-side management and supply-side reform. This year, we have agreed on the G20 blueprint on innovative growth, and we have made the unanimous decision to break a new path and expand new frontier for world economy through innovation, structural reform, new industrial revolution, and the development of the digital economy. Third, in the face of these challenges, we should improve global economic governance and strengthen institutional safeguards. The G20 should continue to improve the international monetary and financial system and the governance structure of international financial institutions and fully leverage the role of the IMF's special drawing rights. We should strengthen the global financial safety net and enhance cooperation in financial regulation, international taxation, and combating corruption to boost the resilience of the world economy against risks. This year, we have restarted the G20 International Financial Architecture Working Group. I hope that the working group will continue its work and become more effective. Fourth, in the face of these challenges, we should build an open global economy and continue to promote facilitation and liberalization of trade and investment. The G20 should honor its commitment of not adopting new protectionist measures, strengthen coordination and cooperation on investment policies, take credible steps to stimulate trade growth. Infrastructure connectivity should be enhanced so as to bring developing countries and small and medium-sized companies into the global value chain and make the global economy more open and integrated. Fifth, in the face of these challenges, we should implement the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and promote inclusive development. According to relevant statistics, the Gini coefficient has exceeded the widely recognized alarm level of 0.6 and reached around 0.7 globally. This is something that we must pay close attention to. This year, development is high on the G20 agenda, and we have formulated an action plan to implement the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. We will also support industrialization in Africa and the least developed countries, expand energy access, promote financial inclusion, and encourage the young people to start their own businesses. Through these means and more, we can reduce the inequality and imbalance in global development and deliver the benefits of global growth to people of all countries. Dear colleagues, the G20 carries high expectations of the international community. We must ensure that the G20 fully plays its role of keeping the world economy on the track of prosperity and stability. First, the G20 must keep up with the changing times and lead the way forward. The G20 should adapt itself to the needs of the global economy and further transform itself from a mechanism of crisis response to one of long-term governance. When major issues emerge, the G20 has the responsibility to play a leading role and, with strategic vision, set the direction and blaze the trail for global growth. Second,
知行合一
the G20 should
采取务
fully
实行动
honor its commitment.
我们应该让
We
20国
should
集团
make
成
the
为行动
G20
队
an action team
而不是
instead
清
of
谈
a
馆
talk shop.
今年我们
This year,
我们在可持
We
续发
have
展
formulated action
绿色
plans
金
for
融
many areas such as
提高
sustainable
能效
development,
反
green
腐败等
finance,
诸多领
energy
域制定
efficiency,
的
and
行动计
combating
划
corruption.
要把每
And
一项
each
行
and
动
every
落到
plan
实处。
should be implemented.
第三，
Third,
共建
the G20 should become a platform
打造
of
合作平
cooperation
台
built through joint efforts
我
that
们应该
delivers
继续加
benefits to
强
all.
20国集
We
团
should
机制
continue to
建设
strengthen the institutional
确保
building
合
of the
作延
G20
续
to
和深
sustain
入
and deepen our cooperation.
广纳
We
良
should
言
solicit
充分倾听
proposals
世界
for
各国
improvement and
特别
heed
是
the
发
views
展
of
中
all
国家
countries,
意见
especially
生
the
意
developing countries,
使20
so
国
as
集
to
团
make
工
the
作
G20 more
更具包容
inclusive
性更好
and
回
better
应
respond
各
to
国
the
人民的
demand
诉
of
求
people of different countries.
第四，
Fourth,
同舟
the
共济
G20 should stick
发扬
together
伙伴精
as
神
partners in meeting challenges.
我们虽然国情不
The
同，
G20 countries differ
发展
in
阶段
national
不同，
conditions, stages
面
of
临的现实
development,
挑战不同，
and face different
但推
challenges.
动经济增
But
长的
we
愿
all
望
share
相
a
同，
common goal of
应对
pursuing
危机
stronger
挑战的
growth,
利益相同，
meeting challenges,
实现
and
共同发展的
achieving
重叠
common
相同。
development.
只要我们
So
坚
long
持
as
同
we
舟共济
stick
的伙
together,
伴精神，就
We
能够
can
克服世界
navigate
经
the
济的
heavy
惊涛骇
waves
浪
of the global economy
开辟未来
and
增
sail
长的
towards a
崭新
future
航
of
程。
growth.
尊敬的各位同
Dear
事，
colleagues,
在杭州
in
峰会筹备
preparing
过
for
程
this
中，
Hangzhou summit,
中方始
China
终秉
has
持
followed the principle of
开放、
openness,
透明、
transparency,
包容的
and
办会理念，
inclusiveness,
同各
and
成
we
员
have
保持
maintained
密
close
切沟
contact
通
and
和协
coordination
调。
with all other members.
我们还举
We
办
have
了
also
各种
held
形式的外围
outreach
对话
dialogue of various forms
倾听
and listened
各
to
方
the
利益
views
诉
and
求。
proposals of various
我
parties.
期待在接
I
下来
hope
的
that during
2天的讨
discussions in
论
the
中，
coming 2 days,
我们能够
we
集
will
众志，
pool our wisdom
聚合力，
and create synergy
努力让
so
杭
as
州
to
峰会
enable the Hangzhou
实
Summit
现
to fulfill its
促进
mandate
世
of
界
boosting
经济
global
增长，
growth,
加强国际
strengthening
经济合
international
作，
economic cooperation,
推动
and
20国集
promoting
团
the
发
future
展的
growth
目
of the
标。
G20.
让我们以
Let's make
杭州
Hangzhou
为新
a
起
new
点，
departure point
引
and
领世
steer
界
the
经济的
giant ship
航
of the
船
global economy
从
on a
钱
new
塘江畔
voyage from the
再次
shore
扬
of the
帆起航
Qiantang River
驶向
to
更加
the
广阔
vast
的
ocean.
大海。谢谢大家。
Thank you.
下面呢，我们开始第一阶段会议，
Now let's proceed to
讨论加
our
强政
first
策协调
session,
创新增长
policy
方式。
coordination and break a new path for growth.
尊敬的各位同事，
Dear colleagues,
增长
growth
是20国集团
is
的核心使
the
命，
core mission of the G20.
牵动着
It concerns
百姓就业、
people's jobs,
收入、
their income,
生活，
and their life.
也是宏
It
观
is
经济
also
管理
at
和
the
调控
center
的
of
核心。
macroeconomic management and
在
regulation.
第